You think to yourself, yes, I would like to add drapes to my space, but why and how? How do I do it the right way? So right now we're going back to basics with Suzanne. We're doing Drapes 101.
Drapes 101.
You will teach us all the terminology and the words we need to know when we go to the drape store and purchase our own.
Yeah.
And we're going to start right here.
Here. Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to say thank you to Tonic Living for lending us everything. They're so amazing, beautiful sewers. This is like your most basic. This is called a flat panel. And you can see, because when you pull it out, it really is just a piece of fabric, right, with no detailing in it at all. So this is super easy, super inexpensive. It's great if you can get the hooks on the back, like you see here. I don't know if you can see that. Because
if you hold that for a second, we're going to get a look at it because I want to make sure people know exactly what they're looking for. So it's the inner hook.
It's the inner hook, and you can find these at sewing stores.
Yeah.
Then you have the opportunity to have proper rings where they loop in like this.
Which is nice.
Which is really nice. Otherwise, you have, I can't get it back in. Otherwise, you have to use the clip-ons, right? But this looks a bit more polished.
It does.
And we have an in-situ shot, I think, where you can see the effect.
So take a look at how that might look in a space.
Yeah.
So as you said, really simple, really easy.
Really simple. What you can see with the picture is that at the top, it looks a little bunchy because it's not as finely sewn, right? So it's a little bunchy, but it's still, it looks kind of modern, that's what I think, and very easy to do.
Okay, so second example.
Second example is actually right here. And this one's called a hidden back tab. So you can see the way it's made is that there's these tabs at the back, not on the top, but at the back of the header. So the rod fits in through here. And what that means is when you hang it up, the rod disappears. You don't see the rod at all. So it's really clean. Again, quite a modern look, I would say, this. And fairly simple to do.
Take a look at how that looks in an actual space right now. So you will see it displayed.
So this is actually not, I'm cheating a little bit, because this is actually,
beautiful.
It's cool, right? It's a pocket rod panel. So this is without the tabs. This is the simplest detail you can do. It's just folding it over and running the rod through it. But this would be the same effect. It would look very similar, very clean, very straight, not a lot of folds in the
straight.
drape. Yeah, that's
it almost looks like a door or a slide-out pocket door or something like that, but that's nice when you're looking for that kind of look.
And it's a great idea if you don't want to go to the expense of putting on an actual door on an old closet or something. Just hang a straight panel. It can look really clean as well.
Yeah.
It's a lot more affordable. Top pinch pleat. That's this one right here.
More traditional, would you say?
Way more traditional.
Yeah.
So you see all the gathering is happening really close to the top where the rings are. That means that the curtains will come out in a fuller way. And I feel like this is probably one of the most traditional looks in curtains. But it still looks polished. It looks polished, right? We have a great shot of it in a bedroom. And so you see how it's very pretty. You see that there's nice fullness in the drapes as well. That's that look.
Okay, beautiful. So, and what's it called again?
This is the top pinch pleat.
Top pinch pleat.
Yeah.
All right.
It's very logical.
It makes sense, totally. I actually really like that look.
Yeah, so this is...
I feel like it's transitional.
It is. And what's cool about this is the grommet. So what's cool about this is that make sure when you're picking your grommets that they match the rod. You want to make sure that they match, and you're going to show off your rod.
Yeah.
A lot of them, they're kind of hidden a little bit, but this one, you really show off the rod. You get really, really angled, deep pleats.
Yeah.
And we have a shot of this. This is actually from a ready-made that you can buy at West Elm.
Yeah.
So you can see how there's all these neat kind of grooves in it.
It's exposed. It's part of it. It's part of the look of it.
Yeah, I think it's nautical. It has a nautical feel.
Nautical.
That's why I like that West Elm, when they styled that shot, they put the shiplap walls on it because it makes sense with this look.
That's a great idea. What I did in my shower, because I could never find shower curtains that were the right length, I went and got ready-made IKEA drapes. And with the grommets, and I put that up.
Did you hem the length? So
I had to hem the length.
Yeah, because I love it when your shower curtains go right down to the ground.
Right down to the ground.
Most of them are sold short, and they always look like floods. Yeah,
they're floods.
It always looks like your bathroom's flooded.
Yeah.
It's insane, right?
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
My friend did that, and I just copied her.
Very smart.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the final one, and this is actually my favorite. This is the one that I use most of the time when I'm doing drapery for clients. This is the inverted pinch pleat. So rather than having all the detailing and all the sewing happening at the front of the curtain,
I like that better.
It's happening at the back. So what you end up having is a very, very clean line across the top. It means that the pleats happen lower down, so the fullness isn't poofy right from the beginning. It kind of falls in a really graceful, elegant way.
Nice.
And I find this one's really transitional. You can take it into modern spaces. You can take it into traditional spaces.
Right.
And it's sort of timeless, and this is your fail-safe look.
It is.
Yeah.
Think about how you like your pants. Because for me, I would want my pants to sit like that, not so much like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like I want the pleats to just,
right?
it fits well, but it
You
goes
look better.
like it's, it's
showing
loose
off
a
the
little
best parts.
bit.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this
In
look
situ.
in a room,
Yeah.
and you can see there.
Yeah, so you see how these are great drapes. This is actually my den at my house.
Oh, nice.
And you can see how beautifully elegant they fall, right? They just
Yeah.
flow really nicely.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you also have liners here,
Yeah.
and let's spend a little bit of time talking
Sure.
about them and what you might want to be looking for.
You do have to think about your liners, because that's the thing that makes your drape fall really well and stay nicely. And also, it protects the fabric from sun damage, which happens a lot in the windows.
Right.
So we have blackout. This is the blackout. You can feel it. It's a bit heavy, right?
Yeah, it is.
And it's actually gray. So you do have to remember that it's got a slightly different coloration.
Okay.
But it's great for people in bedrooms, for instance,
Yes.
who just hate the sun,
Yes.
want to cut it 100%, or for kids who are sleeping during the day.
I was going to say,
it's
think of your
perfect for that.
nurseries, people.
Think of your nurseries,
That's
absolutely.
very important.
That's a good one. Then we have, this is the regular. This is the muslin. This is sort of the standard. It cuts some of the sun, but not all the sun, and it's lighter, and the coloration is beautiful.
Yeah, very nice.
And then the last one.
Because I guess you have to think, Suzanne, that people are seeing it on the other side of the window.
Yeah.
So the color does count.
Yeah.
Right? You don't want that to be like red.
Yeah. Actually, this is actually called dim out. Dim out.
Dim
yeah.
out.
And this
Okay.
is the regular. This is the muslin.
Okay.
And so it's super, super thin. Super thin. It's going to
Yeah.
let the light move through your drapery, especially if you have a linen. And because sometimes that's nice. You want to see some of the light through it. And this will
Absolutely.
give you that effect. It's much thinner. You can sort of see it.
Yeah.
And it's got two different colors, bright, bright white or cream. I always like the cream.
little
or the-
warmer.
It's a little warmer.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, now you know what to do with your drapes. Go study all those terms, guys, and
Yeah.
you know you'll sound all intelligent when you go to buy them. Let's go to break. We've got more coming up.